My Bologna.
My Bologna.
My Bologna, yeah, which was fun. But we welcome to the desk our good friend Duane from Concept by Iowa Hearing Aid Centers. And did I see right in the newspaper, last week I opened one up and you had a big ad in the back page. You have 22 locations.
Yes, we do.
In the state of Iowa?
Yep. All over the place.
Where isn't there a location is what I'm wondering.
Right.
You know, where have you forgotten?
We won't tell you.
Okay. That is amazing.
No. It is. We started with one location in Grinnell, and we now have 22 locations, and plus the RV, which travels around. And we are essentially from Fort Dodge to Dubuque to Ottumwa and all places in between.
What a great idea that is. Now, the RV that you mentioned, before we talk about the topic we're going to speak on, if people would like a visit from the RV, do they just get a hold of you in case they might have a business that has?
Yep. Call our 800 number, and we'll see if we can arrange to do some. We've done pulled in the parking lot and done screenings for all company employees and several companies.
Okay.
And it's worked out real well. You'd be amazed what people find out and how they respond positively to that.
And speaking of responding positively to it, people getting hearing aids for a while, it was, I don't want to have a hearing aid. I want that big thing hanging out of my ear. And like last time we were here, we were talking about the inner ear hearing aids, and I'm looking at Duane's right ear going, okay, does he have one in this ear or not? And I didn't say anything because I didn't think he did, and lo and behold, he pulls out the hearing aid from his right ear because they're that invisible now.
They are very, very very discreet is the best way to say it. Actually, last year, a week, we talked a little bit about, why you needed to get a hearing aid because otherwise bad things could happen to you and all this stuff. Really, let's look at all the good things that happen. And we've had a week of people coming in who had been at the fair and had their hearing tested and then come in for a full evaluation. And overwhelmingly, they go out of there and just almost in awe of how much better their life is going to be and how much better they can hear. And almost everyone, just does not underestimates, where they're at. They think, I can hear everything. Well, they can. They can hear everything they can hear. What they don't know is what they can't hear. But it improves relationships so much. And just you feel so much better. I mean, if when you're walking around in a fog, it's hard to be real positive about a lot to things.
Yeah, like working a morning show.
Yeah. We're always in a
No, this is a great day.
No, it can improve a relationship, but at the same time, it's a pretty darn good excuse that you didn't hear what your wife is saying.
Well,
now, is there a way to mute that thing? I must hit the mute button. Sorry.
There's a slight extra charge for that.
Oh, okay. For the guys. Yeah, an extra charge for the guys, a hidden button.
But no, regardless of all the fun we make of it, everybody finds out that they really do improve, what's going on. And at work, everything else.
What's the first thing people notice when they can finally hear what they should be hearing? What's the first thing they say? What really surprised me was...
Well, usually the clarity of voice. So many times we have people come in and say, well, everybody mumbles, or if my wife would just speak up, I can hear, I just can't understand. Well, the reason you can't understand is a lot of people have a high frequency loss, which means you can't tell the difference between an S and an F, some of those things. Okay. 56 or 66, people don't know it. But usually the first thing that people hear is the S, the hiss of the S, and they say, everything's hissing, And a lot of times in the office they'll say, what's that noise? Well, it's the air conditioner. Well, I didn't hear that before.
Right.
There's just it takes about 10 seconds for people to realize that suddenly, oops, maybe they were right.
Now, you just mentioned the air conditioner. Now, that was a concern that some people might have had before about hearing aids, saying if I have a hearing aid, I'm going to hear everything and I'm going to be distracted. What do you tell them?
God designed you to hear everything.
Okay.
Okay. You're supposed to hear everything. Okay. You hear people say, I don't want to hear any background noise. Well, that's not true. You want to hear background noise. If somebody is, if there's a train coming down the track and you're looking at it,
right.
that would be background noise.
Background noise.
Okay. Yeah. Probably be a good idea to hear that. What you want to do is you want to be able to understand over the background noise. Signal to noise ratio, just one of those old-fashioned things that we talk about. You want to be able to hear the clear stuff, the voice, and your mind will shut the rest of the stuff off.
Okay.
That's pretty incredible. You said 10 seconds and people are already noticing a difference. Is it that quickly that your body is able to adjust and
Well,
and start understanding what it's hearing already? Like if
processing.
if people have laser eye surgery, it takes
a little while.
It takes a little while for
No.
things to get back into focus. Is it much quicker for the hearing?
Well, with hearing, I mean, it's actually, that's 9 seconds too long. As soon as you put it in, as soon as you turn it on, you hear instantly. There is no
waiting period.
There's no waiting period. I mean, it's as soon as the sound hits the eardrum,
Your body is
So
instantly
you'll
able to
you
click
will
around.
really know if you want to test a hearing aid at your place.
Yep.
You will know instantly if it's going to work for you.
That's right. I mean, we always tell people they have a 30-day money-back guarantee and all that, but you're gonna know before you leave the office whether or not this is something true or not. And I always tell people that if someone says to you that you have a hearing loss, you probably do. It's not a great conversation starter. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, if someone says to you, you have a hearing loss, they either care a lot about you or they're extremely mean, one or the other. I mean, because
But you think you shouldn't be embarrassed by that because it's something that can be corrected, and that's where you guys step in. And you have 22 different locations, Concept by Iowa Hearing Aid Centers. Where are you guys located in Central Iowa?
in Central Iowa, we are in Ames and in the east side and the west side of Des Moines. You call our 800 number, 800-792-9564. 800-792-9564 or Iowa Hearing on the web, iowahearing.com.
Just that simple. Perfect. And again, there's some pretty prominent people that you all know and you all love that wear hearing aids that you may not even know. And next time we're going to talk about some of those people. How
Sure.
about that?
We can do that. Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Thank you, man. Good seeing
Thank
you.
you.
Duane.
Thank you,
Good morning.
pal. It is 7:30. We'll be right back. You are watching